Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 9th of June 2021. About 13 years ago, I took a really nice little trip to Berlin and quite a few other places in Germany as well. It's a fascinating place to visit if you've never been, and if you like sort of history, if you like kind of fairy tale castles and pretty little towns and villages, it really is a superb place to visit, as and when we can ever get back to such places, that is, of course. So I'm in Berlin 13 years ago, and I saw all the main sites: the Brandenburg Gate, Checkpoint Charlie, the little bits of the wall that are still in existence. And another place we visited was a very, very pretty little town called Wannsee. A lovely place. We didn't go to the mansion I'm about to talk about, but just to the town itself. And very, very pretty little place it was too. Unfortunately, and you may well know this, but it's got a bad place in history, because on the 20th of January 1942, some of the leading sort of Nazi figures, not the very top people, because they wanted to kind of keep a distance from this a little bit, so they could sort of deny sort of knowledge of it, but it was more the sort of second rung guys, and they sort of met at this place. The head guy was Heydrich, who got his just desserts just a few months later, as did pretty much all the other guys at this place within a few years. But it's really where they kind of laid the groundwork for the Holocaust, basically. And up to that point, they'd been doing horrible stuff, but on a more kind of ad hoc basis. And by January 1942, they'd realised that Germany might not necessarily win the Second World War, and so they decided to step things up. So they meet at this mansion at Wannsee, and no doubt it was a very, very nice, pleasant little affair with fine wines and canapes and sort of nice buffet dinner and everything, and all which they no doubt munched on while they're discussing mass murder and all sorts of horrendous, horrible things. And well, we know what's transpired from there. As I say, most of them got their just desserts, and the few who got away and survived the war ended up at Nuremberg, as did the people sort of above and below them as well. And why am I talking about Wannsee? Well, in a couple of days' time, on the 11th of June, down in Cornwall, in another, no doubt, very pretty little place, they're about to have another conference attended by people who I personally regard as at least as bad as those people at Wannsee, if not even worse. And yeah, it's going to be another jolly little affair, isn't it? All kinds of luxury and fine food and fine wines while they discuss God knows what, while they discuss a future which isn't going to be any good for the likes of you and me, no doubt. If you're one of these people attending this conference, I've got this to say to you: you better enjoy those canapes and that fine cuisine, those fine wines and brandies, those big comfortable beds and soft pillows and all the luxuries, because just as those Wannsee people faced Nuremberg, you know, if this is going to be Wannsee 2, we know what comes after that, don't we? And when you guys end up being tried at this event that will be coming up in the coming years, you will no doubt be tried and sentenced to very long prison terms, and you'll be enjoying nothing more than prison slop and hard planks of wood, no doubt, to lie on at night. So, as I say, enjoy your comfort while it lasts, because it's not going to last much longer. There are people onto you now, and this is all going to come out in the coming months and years. So, obviously that is directed at, not at you guys, but at certain people that I've lost all faith in and think are sort of rotten people, basically. Now, one of my viewers actually recommended a video by a Dr. Richard Fleming, and event 2021, which I saw last night. So thanks to, sorry, I can't remember your name, but thanks for recommending that to me. And I watched it. It's a very long watch, but 4.5 hours, but it tells you really everything you need to know about the virus and the big V and everything else really surrounding this whole thing. And he sort of reckons that, like me, there have been sort of crimes against, well, you know, H committed, and he talks about why he thinks so. He's a very, very well qualified, eminent doctor, so not someone to be taken lightly by any stretch, and he's got all sorts of things in the pipeline to help bring these people to account. And he's also got a call to action to sign petitions, and he wants people to share his video around as well, just to get his word out. So again, I'm doing my little bit here. You don't need to watch the full 4.5 hours, although I can recommend it, it's great, but just the last half hour or so is very enlightening in itself. So if you can at least watch half an hour, or maybe the last hour, that would be really worthwhile, I think. So again, I'm not going to be able to link it here, but I'll be putting it on my website, so fairplaynow.net/must. The web address I just said there will be coming up at the end. I'll leave it there. Probably be my only video for today, because I've got a nice little evening planned. Going to go to friends. They've got a hot tub actually, so and got the weather now to enjoy, so going to jump in the hot tub, soothe the old sore back, you know, and for a while, and then no doubt they'll have a nice dinner for us to eat afterwards. So looking forward to that. Tim from Fair Play Now, thanks for watching.